Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. We've got the RV hooked up and we are on the road. It is spring break for the kiddos.
Why are you filming this?
We are headed down to Orlando, Florida. We're staying at Fort Wilderness. A lot of controversy with Disney in the news these days, so we're very interested to see sort of what's happening in the world of Disney.
Just so you know, I'm the princess.
Otherwise, there's a lot of stuff that's happened in the RV situation that I'd love to share with you guys. A lot of stuff that I've learned, a lot of equipment we've got used, and some of that kind of stuff. So we will go over that shortly. We also have a lot of friends that are going to be here at the same time with their campers and stuff. So maybe we'll go check out one or two of those. And now we're sitting in traffic. Not so exciting. Now that we got that set up, a couple of rowdy kids that have spent the last, I don't know how many hours in the car. They need to get some energy out. So
And we're taking them to the pool.
I'm gonna take them over to the pool, and then I'm gonna go take the golf cart, pick up food down at, I guess there's like a spot to pick up food down here. And there's an arcade.
Oh yeah. Kendall, you knew that.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Excuse me, Fuss Bus. Are you ready to go to the pool and have some fun? Are you ready for a break? Nice ears. What you got in that cup?
You don't want to know.
You know what's really funny about this is that it's kind of like being at home where we live in Bluffton. Like everyone rides around on golf carts, and you know, this is sort of like Bluffton meets Defusky at Disney World. It's kind of ironic in that regard, but it's really awesome and cool and chill and laid back. There's a lot of amenities here, which is nice, between the pools and restaurants and the arcades, and they have like fishing for the kids. You can rent kayaks, you can do all kinds of stuff, which is neat. It doesn't seem to be like your other typical Disney resorts where it's very bougie and you're very sort of catered to, I guess, if you will. I love it. I think it's awesome. Look at how many golf carts are in this parking lot. How funny is this? How do you find your golf cart? I guess they give you a little tag with your name on it. Can you imagine like just grabbing any cart out of here and taking off with it? Kind of funny. All right. We're gonna go that way.
Happy mommy. Thank you.
Hey you, I brought food.
I don't know if this is the best spot now. It was good, but now the sun's
Are you okay?
It's okay, bud.
Figure out how I'm gonna blow up this raft without hyperventilating and dying. Wish me luck. Hey, what are you eating, girl? Barbecue and mac and cheese? That's what I'm talking about.
Please don't be.
Bye. So one of the things we learned today was that this is about our max distance for travel in one day. This was just over 300, it was about 320 miles from Hilton Head to Orlando, which is usually like a 5-hour drive. But we finally hit the road at about 9:30 in the morning. We rolled in here at about 6, it was about 6 o'clock we rolled in here. Full day drive, but you know, between stopping for gas stopping to feed the baby and let the kids get out and stretch their legs, things like that, it's an all-day thing at about 320 miles. So I'm thinking, and we hit some traffic. So 350 miles is probably a max distance in one day for traveling for us, which makes us sort of rethink our plan for the summer. We were going to travel the whole country this summer. We've got about 5 weeks or so, maybe 6 weeks if we have to do that. I think we start to run out of time and not be able to stay multiple nights in some of the places we want to stay, and to be a constant grind. I don't think it'd be very fun and relaxing. We would see cool stuff, but I'm starting to rethink that. If anybody has experience with that, let me know in the comments below. It'd be awesome. We might be limiting our travel to the southeast this summer.
Someone's having a big time crawling around the camper. Yeah? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me show you guys a few other upgrades I have done in terms of the truck for the camper, and sort of like setting up this cockpit, if you will. So I'm not really generally a fan of having a lot of screens and things stuck to the dash or to the windshield, so I didn't do the windshield because I can't stand that. I'll show you what I did here. So I've got the Garmin, I think this is
Say a command for additional commands.
I don't want to
Say
talk to
down.
you right now. Apparently that's voice command too. Guess I have to whisper. This is the Garmin RV 790, I think. And the only reason I was interested in this is because you can input all of your RV data into this, all your dimensions, your length, your height. You can put in how much propane you're carrying, etc. So it'll only navigate you in ways that you can go with that type of setup. I know there's a lot of tunnels and weird things like that apparently that don't allow propane in them. So this takes all of those types of things into consideration, which is a little bit of extra peace of mind. And then I've got the backup camera, which you guys saw before. It's backup and side cameras on the Furrion system. And then I also added an additional tire pressure monitoring system. It had one on it before with the J command system that could connect through my phone app. But that was sort of the problem with all of this stuff. You end up having to have a different app open for each thing, and obviously you can't see all of those at the same time. So now I have this. This is the Tire Minder i10. I did have to install like a, almost like a repeater so that the signal strength could go from the tires on the camper all the way up into the truck and get a good signal. So this has different sort of warning systems based on temperature and pressure over time, etc., blah, blah, blah. But all of this is nice to have because you have an understanding of what's going on around the camper with the camper at all times. But I do like to have all this sort of instrumentation, if you will, so that I know what's going on with the roads, for example, on the maps. I know what's coming. I have peace of mind that I can get down those roads, etc. I've got the camera system so I can kind of see all the way around while we're driving other cars, blah, blah, blah. And then I've got the tire pressures so I can at least know ahead of time if something might be weird. If I have a blowout, I will know before that tire shreds and destroys the inside of the camper, because in some of those slide outs over the tires, I've got the refrigerator and the stove and all these things that have propane lines. The last thing I want is for a tire to come apart and start shredding wiring and propane lines and stuff out of the camper. So a little bit of safety now, a little prevention, I think it's gonna go a long way. And then I mounted all of this to the dash because, like I said, I hate all the suction cups on the windshield, drives me nuts. I use the Bullet Point Mounting Solutions system, and it mounts in these sort of, there's like a cubby in the top of this dash, and that's where this particular one mounts. They are vehicle specific, and they come with all these little ball mounts and are these articulating arms, and they have lots of different accessories for mounting options for different devices. It works great. I love it. So far, so good. I have zero issues and zero concerns about it. I would recommend it. Another thing I added was the Level Mate Pro Plus. And this allows me to use my phone when I'm pulling into the parking space to level the camper out without having to get in and out of the truck 100 times to check a level and do all these things. I can just back up until it's level and then stop. Obviously, you have to use the leveling blocks or something to kind of get it onto a leveling system, if you will, but I can at least monitor it from the steering wheel of the truck, and I'm not getting it. It saved me a ton of time getting set up when we got here. So we are at Disney Springs now, which used to be called Downtown Disney, but it's just like, it's a public place, but there is a lot of security, so don't be bringing guns and knives in here because they do search everything. It's like shops, restaurants, all that kind of stuff. So we're just kind of hanging out this evening and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Cool kids are going upstairs. See you losers later. Are you trying to make fart sounds? Oh my God. Awesome. Look at that sky. Weather is rolling in. Not looking too good. I feel like we're always running from the weather or chasing light or something. You guys think we're gonna get wet? Kendall's been hugging this umbrella for like the last, well, since we got here, I think. Dang, we were gonna try to hit the Lego store, but this line is crazy. It's like the only thing Cameron wanted to really do was go to the Lego store. I don't know if there's like some special release going on, but this weather's coming in, so we're gonna blow this popsicle stand. I'm gonna take you guys to our favorite pizza place in Orlando. This is Anthony's. I'm not very good at many things, but I do know pizza, and this is a good pizza. Hopefully it's still good. Let's see. Let's find out.
I mean, hopefully it's still good.
The comment we all just made is that the pizza looks different, so let's see how it tastes. Here we go. First taste test. It tastes different. It tastes cheap. I don't know, I'm a little disappointed right now. It's usually like a 9 out of 10. Right now it's like a 7 out of 10.
I give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
6 or 7? Kendall, what do you think?
7.
Like a 7 or 8.
Unanimous vote. It's about a 7 out of 10. We've been here about 3 years ago. I think it's gone down since then, unfortunately. You can blame it on COVID. All right, pizza was good, but you know what's better than that?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Brandy has been on a hunt this entire trip for soft serve chocolate ice cream. Are you joking? Oh my, that's got bad news written all over it.
She's gonna be very hyper.
This one? This mobile
It's the other one.
Yes, and thank you.
Oh my God.
I don't support that decision. This is a terrible idea. No more for real. Because it's gonna be up all night.
She had a lick.
Wow, that's really good. Cameron just threw her retainer away. Was it this trash? Right there. All right, so we got the retainer. We got ice cream. We got pizza.
And we
That's
survived.
and we survived. That's a night. So we randomly, about a couple hours ago, decided we were gonna pack it up and leave tonight and drive through the night while the kids slept to avoid all the screaming and crying. I hope this was a good idea. I hope I don't end up regretting this or having some sort of issues on the road. That would suck, but as you can see, I've got the camper here. We are just north of Daytona already, so we're about a third of the way home. We should be home around 3 a.m. and get everyone straight into bed and hopefully start tomorrow with a fresh cup of coffee. But now that I've got some good light, I'm just gonna do a quick walk around to make sure everything looks good. Make sure the bikes are nice and secure back here. Everything looks good. I packed all this up in the dark with like a little headlamp. Yeah. Also, with gas prices as high as they are, why are we still stopping the pumps at $75 and $100? That doesn't fill this truck up. The hell am I supposed to do with that? I'm gonna keep filling up with gas and hit the road, and I will end the vlog here. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.